Dave Heller, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Both of you guys have talked about playing, Wisconsin ball, which included, red zone efficiency and not turn the ball over, and those are two things that didn't quite go your way. Was that two of the things you thought was kind of the difference in the game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you never want to turn the ball over. I guess that must have been my mistake on that one, But especially when you're playing a team like Oregon, they can score so quickly. I thought we played a great game on offense. Playing a Oregon defense that can fly around, make some plays. I think Montee did a great job of running the ball and getting first downs, and it was one of those things where it could have gone either way. And obviously, it's unfortunate that we lost that game.
No, yeah, he basically nailed it on the head. Obviously at times I believe we fell out of rhythm a little bit when we had to punt, and obviously not getting the third down and one. And but other than that, I feel like we did a great job on offense. We really did a great job of attacking them downhill and putting points on the board.
Want to go on the right side, front row?
Russell, the last play of the game, obviously I think you probably thought you had a second left. You kind of threw your hands up. What was going through your head, another official's call in the last second?
Well, I knew there was 2 seconds left on the clock. As soon as the referee blew the whistle, I snapped it and spiked it. I didn't think there was any way that 2 full seconds ran off the clock there. They made the call, and it is what it is. I think that we could have won the game in a lot of other areas too, though. So it would have been nice to have a chance there. Obviously with 1 second left, I think we could have capitalized there, but. It's one of those things where, I always have to look at it again. I mean, based on my perspective right now, I snapped it as soon as he blew the whistle, and I didn't think, 2 seconds ran off that quickly, but it's okay.
You going to go far left, second row?
Paul Banks, thesportsbank.net. For Montee, was there anything you gained as an advantage from playing in this game last year that you brought into this, like it was familiar or anything that helped you?
Well, you talking about from last year? What I brought from? Well, for one, the environment. You're looking forward to playing in a great environment, and that sure as heck was there. But other than that, being in a Rose Bowl, you're going to go against a great opponent. So but from last year, what I brought from last year this year is you got to capitalize on every play and every opportunity that's shown. And obviously we fell short once again, and but I believe it's going to make us stronger, and we'll make sure to be back here next year.
Your left side, front row.
Montee, did they do anything different to slow you down as the game went on? You really got off to a fast start.
Yeah, they started to come downhill pretty fast. The safeties, as soon as I got the ball going through the hole, they were right there in front of me within like 3 yards. So, that's why, we're so balanced. Russell did a great job of attacking them up in the air, and two of the receivers did a great job catching the ball. But, other than that, like I said, we fell out of rhythm a couple times, and we're going to make sure to watch film and prepare better.
Stay on the left side.
For both the players, can you guys assess after 2 years, Montee, you especially being here for both of them, 2 Big Ten titles back-to-back and coming out here twice, assess where you guys are now going forward with this program?
Well, obviously it stings a little bit, but we're going to approach it just like we did last year after the loss. Obviously a little better, prepare a lot better, but the only way we can go is forward. You can't look back and point the finger at anyone. You got to make sure that you really critique yourself and better yourself overall, and carry the team.
I personally, coming here this year, and I actually watched the Rose Bowl game last year, and just being with these guys, a great bunch of guys that have the determination, and we lost 3 games, basically with total of maybe within 40 seconds, pretty wild, and all those situations were all unfortunate. It's pretty crazy how each one of them panned out, but for whatever reason, I think the next year's team is going to have a great bunch of guys that have one, have a lot of experience now, and two, have a lot of determination to be great, and Coach Bielema does a great job of that.
Go on the right side, front row.
Russell, you've had a well-traveled road. You've had a fantastic season. Maybe both of you can answer this. How much does it sting to leave on this note, to leave the program, to move forward with your future? And I guess Montee too. I don't know if you've made your decision yet on what you're going to do, but if you can address that.
Well, obviously it stings a little bit because one of our main goals is to win for each other, and obviously we wanted this win for ourselves, Wisconsin Nation, but most definitely for the seniors that are it's our last game of the season, for in their career. So we want to make sure to get the win for them, and obviously it stings a lot. But obviously I have a big decision to make. I'm gonna make it within these next couple days, and I'll make sure to let you guys know and let my teammates know.
On the front row, on the right.
Montee, I know you would have liked to have tied or broken this record in a win, but what does this number 39 mean to you to be able to tie Barry Sanders' mark that stood for 23 years.
Yeah, it's been an honor since day one when I was, being mentioned with him, and it'll stick that way. And I really wasn't as the game was going on, I was trying to look for the victory, get the W on the chart. But like I said, it is what it is. I feel I have a great season. I had a great season. I'll look back on this season, and if I decide to come back, I'll make sure I carry forward what I did this season to next season.
You can go two more. Come in the front row on the left side.
Russell, you kind of got shortchanged there when you're about to answer that question. It's been such a whirlwind tour for you since July 1. How does this closing game kind of wrap it up?
With my faith and all that, I put the Lord first. So I'm just blessed to, have been with these guys, with Montee and the rest of the team. It was a great experience for me, and working with Coach Bielema, the fact that he recruited me and took me in, and the players took me in, and working with Coach Chris was truly a pleasure. He's a tremendous coach, and every single day I've cherished, and every single moment has been truly special. To lose the way we did, it's only going to make me stronger in the future. It's going to help me figure out something else, maybe down the road, maybe win a Super Bowl. You never know, but it's unfortunate the way that we lost. And the best thing about these guys, like I said earlier, is the way they fought, and I'm glad to be a part of this Badger family.
Okay, you go down the middle on the right side.
Nick Canepa with the San Diego Union-Tribune. Not just from a defensive standpoint, but how much pressure do you feel on offense when you're playing a team like this, where you almost feel, God, we can't even punt against these guys. We've got to do something. We've got to score. You feel extra pressure playing a team like this?
No, you don't feel any pressure. I mean, the game was basically 0-0 the whole game, no matter if the score's 35-35 or 7-7. It's a 0-0 game. That's the way I look at it. There at the end, it was 7-0, and we thought that we could come back and score. I believe we had 16 seconds left there. So we have a lot of belief on the offensive side of the ball. I think the defense did a great job against a good team. Obviously, Oregon made some plays. You got to give tribute to some of their players. They're extremely talented. But in terms of the way we played, we didn't feel any pressure. We just felt like we had to do what we had to do and just play one play at a time, stay in the now, and just keep grinding and hopefully come out on top. But unfortunately, we did not.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll call it there, and we'll
Thank
bring
you, guys.
Oregon in a
All
minute.
Wisconsin.